Hello everyone, I'm the Whiskey Enthusiast. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you have your drinks with you because we're about to review a really nice and interesting one with a cool backstory. So tonight we have the Glenfiddich Project XX or Project 20. Have a look at this beautiful bottle. What do you think? It looks cool, huh? Yeah, it's dark with this cool copper bronze fingerprint with this I don't know, quite, it's just a nice design. I know it's the classic Glenfiddich bottle, but the color is really nice, and it comes with this box. Also has that fingerprint, which I will get to soon. Gives some good information. I like that. This box really gives some good information. So I won't read from here, I'll just tell you what it is. So 20 brand ambassadors of Glenfiddich from all around the world, including like Russia, South Africa, Europe, are invited to the Glenfiddich's vaults. It's called the Conwell Warehouse by master distiller Brian Kinsman. They don't know what they're doing. They're just told to pick 6 casks of their favorites. So they have free roam in the warehouse. They each pick 6 casks, and then from that they pick their favorite, and the result is 2 sherry butts, 1 port pipe, and 17 ex-bourbon barrels. That's what it says on their website on the box, but I just posted a photo on my Instagram. By the way, if you're not following, it's at the Whiskey Enthusiast, without an E, the Whiskey, same as the channel, so please follow that as well. So I posted the photo of this and said my piece with it, and there was a nice little discussion underneath with some of the brand ambassadors, and Jennifer Wren, who she said mine wasn't an ex-bourbon, it was American oak. So it just says ex-bourbon, but apparently there's an American oak in there as well, virgin American oak. Anyway, so they all picked that one cask that they're favorites of, and the master distiller Brian Kinsman takes a little piece of samples of it and creates this. In what proportions we don't know. There is no age statement to it, but at the behest of the ambassadors it is bottled at 47% ABV and it's unchill filtered. It doesn't say anything about the coloring, but I'm just hoping it's not non-colored. Oh, and coming to this beautiful, nice, cool little fingerprint again, it is actually an digital amalgamation of the fingerprints of all the 20 brand ambassadors combined together and created by that. That's cool, isn't it? So let's get to the tasting. I'm excited about this. I like this one. We have it. There we go. Now, before I start, I gotta tell you, when I first opened this up and did my tasting for my notes and everything, I actually spent about an hour with that. I put some water, I waited, let it air out a bit. It is not a straightforward whiskey. I mean, by all means, pour it and drink it. It is very tasty. But if you're looking to explore, it does take some time because there's so many different elements to it, and it's not one cask that's been maturing for a certain amount of time undisturbed. You know, there's a lot of I don't want to say disturbances, but a lot of moving parts in it. So it does take some time for it to settle, arrange to the air, and for your nose and palate to find more stuff. And also on the box and on the there's a little paper it comes with it. They also want you to try it with a little bit of sea salt. I don't know if you ever cook, but if you do, salt actually does bring out very cool flavors. You even use it in desserts, so to bring out the more desserty flavors, let's say. So let's start. So you get the initial sweetness, the malty cereal notes, the honey, the caramel, the vanilla, very fruity. but there's a saltiness there. And I don't know if you ever had port wine on its own, but port wine has a little bit of saltiness in it. It really shines through the nose. It does that port wine saltiness. Yeah, like I said, give it some time. It's very malty. Sweetness there. There's a sherry sweetness, but it's very. The bourbon does come through. You can tell it's mostly more dominantly the ex-bourbon barrels. Yeah, very malty, fruity, honey. Yeah, let's go on to the palate. The ABV is there. I'm so happy this is not a weak Glenfiddich. They actually increase the ABV there, so you get all the flavors there as well. Oh, finish is, I'll get to the palate, but the finish is very oily, very clingy, mouth coating, sweet, salty, grassy notes as well. I'll have another sip. It's interestingly, there's sweetness. There's a little bit of alcohol bite, but it's not bad alcohol bite. It's mixed with oak spice as well. Oh, beautiful! I feel very nice oak taste in the sides of the mouth. See, we don't know the age, but they do say there are really old whiskies in here, so maybe that comes through around the back of the throat during the palate. Very malty. There is a spiced apple chutney note that only for me comes out after I have the first or second sip and then nose it again, and then it's unmistakable. And that chutney has all that chutney spices, cumin, coriander, chili, vinegar, and I can just take it. I can just smell it. And there's also, I don't know if you had this, but as a kid, warm milk with honey in it to help you sleep. My grandma used to do that to me, and I get that. But again, they all come back after I have the first or second sip, and then take the nose and then sip again. It is a whiskey to play around with. It's fantastic fun. Just don't just open it and drink it and be done with it. It's one of those whiskeys that you're gonna find new notes every time, and it's really enjoyable. Nice, robust flavors. Now raisins, I get raisins. Oak spice, peppery, raisin jam. I don't know if you had chili jam that goes really nice with cheese and crackers. Sweet and spicy at the same time. Yeah, it's really nice. And then the bourbon caramel also hits you as well. Definitely get it. It's I think if you like classic Glenfiddich tastes, you'll like this. And even if you don't know what Glenfiddich tastes is, this is a really nice whiskey to search for flavors. It's a good homework whiskey. I really enjoy it. Every now and again, if I want to explore some stuff, I put this, I wait. I did try it with sea salt. It does bring some other flavors out. Play around with water. It's just a fun whiskey. You might think having a free roam of a massive warehouse as big as Glenfiddich, these brand ambassadors might have picked something a bit more exciting than 17, let's just call them ex-bourbon barrels. I know one of them is not, but it just feels a bit too safe with those bourbon barrels, as we know are really, really good for maturing whiskey. But these guys are the ones who know Glenfiddich the best. They are the representatives of this brand, and they do say bourbon barrels, ex-bourbon barrels, are bringing out the Glenfiddichness of the Glenfiddichs. So Let me know what you think, guys. Could they have been a bit more exciting with their barrel picks, a bit more adventurous? Did they nail it on the head? Did you try it? This is from, of course, the Experimental series. Another one is the Fire and Cane. Another one is the IPA. And the other one is the Winter Storm. But the Fire and Cane, Project 20 and IPA are around similar prices. Winter Storm, of course, is an age-stated one. It's 21 years old. And it's made with very rare ice wine casks, which are, I think, from Niagara Falls, around there. So that's way more expensive than the other three expressions. But let me know what you think. This is my favorite of the ones I tasted of the Experimental series, and yeah, just tell me what you thought about it. Do you get those barrel notes? Did you try it with the sea salt? I did. It's interesting. Doesn't do much in my opinion. Yeah, just share your thoughts and opinions with me. Let's discuss this. I'd love to hear from you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram, and hit that like button, please. And yeah, let's connect over this. Let's talk about it. Tell me what you want me to review next time, and this is to your health. Slange.